Hey, welcome back. We're back in our Cavernwood colony. Last time, we really expanded our tubeway out to get us all over the colony, and we added this nice number cruncher, which has given us almost 5,000 science. So we're doing okay there. I do need to go through, turn off my pumps here, and close that up, and close these up. There we go. In fact, we might even take this down to 3. That hopefully maintains our colony, at least for a little while during this 15-day drought. We've got a couple of extra beavers here and there. So, do I need anything? Let's go ahead, turn this back on. We'll turn this back on. There we go. Today, though, I think we're going to take a look over here. One, I'd like to get a reservoir in this area. If we just get it started, that's perfectly fine. That might be what our goal is for today on the reservoir, because we're going to need to change up this whole section right here to do it. And, well, honestly, we need to time it just right so that we have a good time to do that. But there's nothing keeping us from actually putting in some of the levees here, such as we're going to need some there. And we'll, you know what, we'll actually have to move all of this back just a little bit, because if we're going to use sluices here, then we're going to have to put the sluices on this row instead. So let's do that. That's going to get blocked off there. These are going to get moved up, and we'll make the whole reservoir. How tall do we want to make this? Let's go with that tall for right now. It'll be easier later to redo the heights of those if we have to. So let's start with that. And I think the reservoir should probably start about here. And maybe it can go out this way. All over here. Yep, out through here. Out to over here. And we'll change those out with sluices here eventually. Let's go ahead. Do that. And we'll start on this wall. We'll also set this to a little bit lower dynamic. Do we need... You know what? They're still working on this over here. So let's get that connected in. In fact, we might just do this for now. Get those in there. That way they can work on all of that. They're going to need a ladder to get up here to take out that piece. Yeah, they might be able to do it with stairs, but that's okay. We'll just do that. We will let them build this. Let's say this is kind of a lower priority whenever they can get around to it. And we'll put... Let's put a ladder up the side here so they can get up there. There we go. Something like that. We'll even get storage over here for some extra logs, because they're going to need the logs. So we're just going to say that's good to go. We'll leave that one there for now. We can use the extra log storage anyway. Over here, I do want to try and head up the mountain, maybe take out some of these trees, some of this rubble, and clear off these ruins here. Clean up our Mystic Mountain just a little bit. Let's see, we need to go from, where can we go from? Let's say here. And we're just going to do this with regular old ladders and paths. We don't quite need... Let's see. In fact, I could probably do just stairs here. Let's do stairs there. We'll do ladders right up here. There we go. Roll those in. We can do more stairs up here. There. We'll go ahead, clear out those and that and this. And once that gets in there, let's connect this around, this around. That can come through here, go over here. We're going to have to clean out some of those resources. That's all right. We'll get rid of those. We'll get rid of those. Eventually, we might clear them all off and just have them replant if we can get some water up here. But what we're going to do for now is come over and we'll say stairs up to here. Let's get a couple of the metal places. Maybe one there, maybe one there. There we go. That'll get that taken down, and then we can look at some of the other stuff as they get it built in there. Also, what I wanted to do, I want to get into this cave here and build a mine there so that we have guaranteed metal all the time. The only problem is we need another forest somewhere because we are going to need pine resin. So we need to get started on that. The question is, where? I'm not 100% sure. We could do maybe block this off right here, put a water dump in here, and get some pine up here. You know what? Let's start with that. And let's do levees here. There we go. We'll just use that. This will be a little bit smaller, but we'll have a little bit smaller need for things. So we'll do that. Let's do... Oh, where is our... There it is. The water, not the pump. We want the dump. There we go. We'll put that there. And then we'll do a forester, which should be there. Here's our forester. If we put you... let's get rid of all of that here. All that can go. There we go. Let's go ahead and get rid of that, and we put the forester right across the road from it. That will cover most of the area in there. We'll cover this all with pines. Let's see, mangroves, oaks. There's our pines. They can go here. They can go here. They can go pine. Here we go. All down here. Do we need that much? Probably not. Are we going to get that much? Sure, why not? Let's grab just a little bit more road. And then we are going to do... They've already got it in. Good work, guys. Let's do this. They need... Nope, not that. They need a tapper shack. So we'll get them in there. 500, but we should be okay. Is there somebody in here? Yeah. Why is he not releasing water? Did he forget how to do that? Oh, we got to take the hours down just so we don't use too much water. There we go. They'll get that built. Well, there we go. Finally, some water here. We've got Greenland, and they're going to plant up our trees. We'll see how far the smaller one takes us. If we need to, we'll put a second layer around here. In fact, maybe that won't be such a bad idea. Just so we know we have enough room and have a 3x3. Let's say those are fairly important, so they don't spend them all over here. Pretty sure we're still making dynamite. No, we're not making dynamite because we're out of bad water. Okay, well, when the bad water comes back, we'll get some more of those. For now, I think we'll let them work on that. There we go. This guy doesn't need to be really open since there's no mangrove roots. And then over here, we can start making our way there. Now we probably can't get the mine, but we're going to go ahead and put this over here. As far as I know, these don't interfere with water flow, so we'll just go up and over here. There we go. Be around over here. We'll take a long path through the woods if we have to. There, and then we go straight up from here into that, into there, and then let's grab the big one here, and we should... Oh, they're already starting to build it. How did you get caught? How did you even get down there? Did you fall out of the pipe? I don't understand. How does that even work? Maybe if they get over here? That's weird. I don't even have a way to save you because you shouldn't have fallen out of there. Okay, well, we might just have to wait until that beaver goes. Can I get stairs in under here? I can, but that doesn't really help me there. Don't. That is a dumb beaver. He will. That beaver will have to just stay there until he dies, because I got no way of saving him. There we go. A little bit of water. I think it's okay for the moment. You don't have anything to do for a good while, so let's just hold up on that. That's gonna come in. This looks good. Okay, well, we'll let him go for just a few while we get this drought out of the way, and then we'll come back and take a look. It's day 5 of cycle 17, and we finally got some of the bad water back so that we can expand this out a little bit. Hopefully that expands our range on... Yeah, there we go. That's expanding out. You know what? We could probably do some dynamite over here and get a little bit more land as well. Eventually we'll have to remove that tree, but we'll get all of this in there first. We do seem to have a decent amount of this wall built, surprisingly, but not all of it, which is kind of what we figured. And over here, we could replace these with sluices so that they only let water in one way. Over here, we could do the same, but we're going to rebuild this. I do think, though, however, this would definitely benefit from a sluice. So we're going to do that real quick. We're going to say it's of the highest priority. There we go. One sluice and of the highest priority. And close above downstream depth of 0.5. Yeah. Close above contamination of 5%. So that should now automatically open and close just as we need them. Everything's going along here pretty well. They've got all the way across. These beavers, for some reason, still don't know why they just fell out of the tube, but they've got everything connected in. Looking good there. We still can't quite make the mine because we don't have treated planks, but that's okay. We'll work our way there. I know, let's see, how long does it take for this to make pine sap? 7 days. So we've got a couple of days. We can come over here into the hills and we can toss up another one of these, and let's grab a wood workshop. I think we're only going to do one for now. There we go. Straighten the road out just a bit. We don't need any of this extra road here. I think it was there to clean out some stuff, but we won't need that. They've got that taken care of. In fact, let's put a storage up here. Let's do a medium warehouse. We'll do that, and we'll do more logs. And do I want to do... You know what? Right on top of there, we'll do the outgoing. So let's put a ladder up there, just so that won't work. They can't do that. We could do it with the ladder facing that way, though. There we go. That little section should make us some treated planks just as soon as we are able to do that. They're making dynamite again. Good. We don't need the planks. We do need the gears. Is there somebody in here? No. That's all right. We have plenty of stuff. In fact, let's go ahead and open this back up so that we can get a couple more beavers here and there. Now that the science is starting to catch up, we might actually be able to just get rid of these and not worry about it during the droughts. In fact, that's what we'll do. We're just going to take all those out, repurpose the beavers to somewhere else. Plus, we get some logs back and they can do some other things. Let's say, oh, I don't know. How about builder's hut? Let's get in an extra builder's hut maybe here. And we'll get in a builder's hut. Could do one back here. Seems like a waste of land, though. Let's get some more, waste of land. The eggplants are nice to have, but I'm not processing them yet, so we might have to work on that at some point too. But while we're waiting, let's go ahead and get in some extra green beans back here. There we go. Looks good for now. Where's a good place? You know what? Let's do another builder's hut down here. That looks nice. We'll live with that, and they can maybe, just maybe, get some of this stuff in. Seem to be full of scrap metal, which is keeping them from tearing this down any farther. So what we're going to do, we're going to come over here. We're going to set up one of each of these. That way, they don't have to worry too much about that. In fact, let's go ahead and get the large warehouse, and we'll set that up for dynamite over here. Not that they have enough dynamite to fill that up, but, it could be useful. And once this is clear, maybe we'll make that into like a storage area, or we'll find a different place for a storage area. Seems to be a good thing to do now that there are tubeways to get them back and forth to the storage pretty quickly. I forgot we're going to need some ladders up here, so I went ahead and took care of that, and they can go down the tubeway station to get to the other locations. It's not a big deal. We can wait on those to come back in. I also figured that we're definitely going to need some more green area, and this one has an area that can green up, plus it's got a little extra metal. So what we're going to do is I am taking the tubeway out this way toward it, and I stopped to get the tiny tubeway station. Now, the tiny tubeway station is a neat little mod that, you know what, we're going to take a minute and take a quick look at it and show all its different abilities. Today on our mod break, we're going to be taking a look at the new mod Tiny Tubeway Stations by Bobbing About. In Update 7, they added the two-way transport to our friendly Irontooth beavers. However, the buildings that they've got for the exits of them sometimes are a bit large and a bit unruly. So there's a new mod that adds this tiny tubeway station, and not only is it basically a door to get onto the tubeway here, it also has some extra neat uses. One, you can enter from the front and go straight into the tube, but you could also replace a tube in the middle if you wanted to, and just put that in there and they could go right through if they wanted to. No need to get out at all. They could even have that as a stopover for, let's say, you've got some storage that you want to put here. They can handle all of that right there, and they'll stop. They'll take the items through just by simply replacing this out. They can also exit this from the bottom, so if you just have an area that's maybe just right for them to want to go in, say a subway or something along those lines, you could build this just on top to take up minimal area so that they could go down and into the pipes and immediately exit into the area that they need to. You could even try and slot that into a small area of its own. Another great use for these is that you can stack them vertically and make a beaver elevator for the first time. So they'll definitely take that up and down. You don't have to worry about setting up ladders anymore. You can even stack them on top, and they'll use those as an entryway and an exit if you don't want to use the ladders. All around, it's a fun little mod that adds a lot of flexibility to your pipe system, and hopefully you can come up with lots more ways to use them. Now that we've got that going, we're going to come over here with the rest of this tubeway station, up and over and down. There we go. We're going to put another one out this side. There we go. And do we need to go up and over this mountain? We kind of do. So let's go up and over here. Here we go. Yeah, those are all connected in. There we go. This can go out this way. We'll head to the metal here, which we are going to need here eventually. And we'll head out here and out here. Grab those tubeway stations. Tiny tubeway. We'll put you here. And we'll put one here. And we'll put one... You know what? Can I just... I believe we could just do this. Let's do that. And then you go into the top of that. There we go. There's a nice little out. So we should be good. I could probably do the same thing here, couldn't I? Here we go. Do this. That. And that should give us an out there. Looks good. No, I don't really want a path on top of it. There we go. We'll do that. We'll connect in these paths here. That needs to come out here. We can do lumberjacks. Maybe one here, one here, couple here. Connect them in, and then we'll do the scavenger flags up here. There we go. That's definitely going to take a while to connect in. In fact, I thought I just saw something strange, but I think they'll be okay. They'll have to work on all of that as they go, but we'll get those set up. This should be good to go. We just need logs to come back. Oh, I need to set up. This can be for pine resin. This can be for planks, and this can be for the treated planks. So this is going to be coming in. This, oops, that wasn't treated. That's the treated. This can be for the going out. And hopefully, yeah, they've got pine resin. They can get started on that. And once we've got some of that going, we can go take a look at the mine. Start at cycle 18, and it looks like they've cleared the Mystic Mountain of metal, at least. So we don't need those anymore. We can pause these. They're going to work on that. We'll work on cleaning that up some again next time. Over here, they've got a lot of these trees. Good. So we can do that. Let's make sure we're going to have scrap, though. So let's turn these back on. That I don't need anymore. These I actually don't need. Over here, do they have stuff to do? Nope, they sure don't. So we can get rid of those. They're still working their way out here, so we'll let them work on that for a bit. We've got all of this. This is coming back in. I do want to go ahead and we're just going to replace those two with sluices. So let's get, there they are. That and that. Here, we'll plan to come out and around and across the tops of these sluices. And I want to go to about there. So we'll keep putting these in. Do I need... No, I'm definitely going to need something in that corner there. So what we'll do is we'll just put some large platforms up. There we go. That should take care of that. They can walk around the edge here and be good to go. We did take out a little bit more of the dynamite here and there, so hopefully there's more water overall, but we're going to come across here eventually and close that in. That might not be today. We did get to this mine, and in fact, it's probably a great time to go ahead and start on that mine. So let's just go ahead. We'll purchase it. We've got the stuff for it. Let's put the mine in here. So here is our second mystical cave. This one just provides us with a constant source of iron. I don't know if I should do storage over here or not. We might have to shrink this down to the smaller one and do that. But let's say that's a little less of a concern, just so it doesn't have to do anything. And we'll say that's the very lowest. We won't push any beavers into the mine. That way they don't get injured. Not that we'd want to push beavers into the mine. That doesn't sound good at all. We've got another drought approaching. We lost some of our trees up here, so we're going to have to try that again. Over here, we will say close above depth 50. Yep, that works for me. There shouldn't ever be any contamination, so I'm not too worried about that. They are making their way around here. We are getting some treated planks finally. And we'll work next time maybe on more on the Mystic Mountain. But I think that's going to do it for this time. So as always, just want to say thank you very much for stopping by and hope to see you next time. Bye.